Move, old man, before I drop you right here. The thug snarled, his fist clenched, with a gang of three laughing behind him as the frail veteran stood his ground, trembling. It was broad daylight, yet no one dared to step in. Phones were out, recording, watching, but no one moved, except her. From across the street, Emily dropped her grocery bag and ran. Her hospital scrubs flapped in the wind, her name badge still clipped from the ER shift she'd just finished. "Leave him alone," she shouted, stepping between the veteran and the gang like a human shield. Her voice cracked, not from fear, but from fury. They laughed at first, called her names, told her to mind her business. But she wouldn't back down. "This man served our country, you'll have to go through me." And they did. One of them lunged, fast. A flash of silver caught the light, then the scream, her scream. Emily stumbled, eyes wide, blood blooming across her side like a rose in slow motion. The gang scattered. The veteran caught her just before she hit the ground, his hands shaking as he held her, yelling for help. Her lips moved faintly, whispering, "Don't let them get away with it." What happened next shook the city. She was rushed to the hospital, her condition critical. News of her bravery went viral before the night even fell. But it wasn't just another headline. It hit hearts. A nurse risking her life for a man twice her age, someone she didn't even know. The man she defended, Sergeant Frank Delaney, a retired Marine who'd served in 2 wars and lived quietly on a pension. He'd survived bullets, bombs, and battlefields, yet it was a young woman's body that had protected him this time. While Emily lay unconscious, machines beeping around her, social media exploded. "Hero nurse saves war vet," read one post. "Guardian angel in scrubs," read another. Thousands shared her photo. Veterans groups lit up with praise. Even the president's official account posted, "Courage like Emily's reminds us of the America we fight for." She is a national hero. But it didn't stop there. By morning, a black car with flags on the hood pulled up outside the hospital. Secret Service stepped out. A man in a dark suit approached the front desk with a sealed envelope. Inside ICU room 407, Sergeant Delaney opened the letter with shaking fingers. He read the words, then wept. It was a personal invitation from the President of the United States. Emily was to be honored in the White House as soon as she recovered. Not next month, not next year. Immediately, doctors said she wouldn't wake up for days, maybe weeks. But 24 hours after the attack, something changed. As if summoned by fate, Emily's eyelids fluttered. Her first words, "Is he okay?" Her mother sobbed. Delaney clutched her hand. "You saved my life, Emily, and now the president wants to thank you himself." She blinked, disoriented. "The president?" A week later, with a fresh scar stitched down her side and strength barely returning to her legs, Emily walked, slowly, into the East Room of the White House. Cameras flashed, reporters held their breath, and in front of the entire nation, the president pinned a medal to her chest. "This is for valor beyond duty, for standing up when everyone else stood back, for reminding us what it means to be American." Emily's hands trembled, her voice broke as she finally spoke. "I didn't do it to be a hero. I did it because that man wore a uniform for us. He stood for us before we were even born. I only did what I hoped someone would do for my own father." The room was silent. Then applause erupted, thunderous, echoing applause. Delaney stood proudly by her side in his best dress blues, tears staining his cheeks. The same streets where she'd been attacked now bore murals of her bravery. The gang who assaulted her was captured within 48 hours, thanks to a national outcry and security footage gone viral. Emily didn't ask for fame. She never once posted her own story. But she became the story that millions couldn't forget. She returned to her hospital weeks later, limping through the ER with a smile. Patients clapped, colleagues cried. A child handed her a crayon drawing that read, "You're our superhero." And Delaney, he visited her every Sunday, sometimes with flowers, sometimes just with stories. They became family, connected not by blood, but by battle, hers for him, his for his country. So heroes don't always wear uniforms or stand on battlefields. Sometimes they wear scrubs and walk into danger when it would be easier to walk away. Real courage is quiet, and sometimes it bleeds. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.